Hello, hola, bonjour, konnichiwa, ni hao, all that good stuff. This is my first ever YouTube video, so please not try to, shit on my life too bad. This is Vape Talks. A little bit about me. I'm 23 years old, Puerto Rican, serving in the United States Chair Force, and very proud of it. And these are my Vape Talks. Now, basically, I just sit anywhere. I'm probably gonna start doing them in my apartment, but for now, for my first one, couldn't wait to do it, so I just figured why not just do it in the car. Vape Talks is just you leave me a comment below or message me, snap me. My name is the same for Snapchat, Instagram, everything. It's just Mr. Mocha Caramel. Um, and I basically just talk about anything. I keep it 100. I speak whatever's on my mind, and if people get offended, honestly, these are just my opinions. So don't just unsubscribe if you don't like my opinions. But anyway, today's topic is going to be first dates. I actually came up with this topic. Well, the girl that I was on a date with came up with this topic for me. So, first dates. A lot of people struggle with first dates. What to wear, how much cologne to put on, how much perfume to put on, where to go, blah, blah, blah. It's very nerve-wracking. It is a first date. It's honestly like the most frustrating thing ever, especially if you're really into the person. Like if you guys started texting and stuff like that beforehand, or let's say you met at a bar or on Bumble or dating apps, anything, and you just start talking and talking, like eventually you start vibing with them and you just want to take them out on a date. And the most frustrating thing is figuring out all that other shit. Now, honestly, take a deep breath and exhale and tell yourself you got this. Because if she agreed to go on a date with you, then there's already something there that she likes. Now, usually, location. Don't even worry about what to wear, because depending on where you go is going to be dependent on what you wear. Me, typically, my style is typically t-shirts, jeans, sneakers, whatever. But if we're going to go to a fancy restaurant or something like that, I would wear a collared shirt. I would wear cologne. I would wear nice jeans. You can wear nice shoes. Ain't nothing wrong wearing J's. But sneakers is, like, get some nice shoes maybe. Khakis or something like that. It really all depends on where you want to go. The most important thing to me for a first date is time together. Now, if you're just trying to, smash and pass, hit it, quit it, whatever the fuck you want to do, it's gonna be anything pretty much. You can play video games together, you can watch anime together. I'm a big anime nerd. You can fucking go to the movies, anything like that. But if you're really trying to date and get to know this person, you need to take her somewhere where you two can actually talk. My place of choice as of right now, because right now I just moved to Ohio, and I honestly don't really know the place that well. Being in the military, I was in Japan. Now I'm in Ohio. So my date of choice, honestly, is Dave and Buster's. Why Dave and Buster's? Because it sets the setting right. Okay, if you're old enough to drink, I do not condone underage drinking, but I know you little shits do it anyway. So whatever. Just don't tell your parents that you watched my video and I told them you can drink. But if you are of age, 21 and older, if you're in Aruba, 18, if you're in Japan, 20, depending on where you are in the world, start at the bar. Order some drinks. Alcohol is... That was gross. Excuse me. Fucking hell, first YouTube video. All right, whatever. One take, that's it. I'm doing this from my phone, so I can't even edit it. But you start at the bar. Alcohol gets you loose. Don't get plastered, because if you get plastered, that just ruins it. Some people get all touchy-feely, some people get emotional, and it just ruins the whole fucking setting. So, start with alcohol. Start talking. Start casually talking. Get to know them. By now, if you were talking beforehand, you already know a little bit about them. Ask them more in depth about them. If you're a guy, girls typically, they like to talk about themselves. They like to feel like you're interested in them. So ask them what their goals in life are, what their ambitions are, this, that, all this other good stuff. Make them talk. Girls, honestly, it might be nerve-wracking for you guys, but it's nerve-wracking as hell for guys, unless the guy is just that overly confident person. So as far as like the girls go, same thing. I mean, you really want to get to know this guy, ask him about himself. Guys like to talk sometimes. Well, a lot of times. They like to feel that alpha thing where they're like, yeah, I've done this and I've done that. Like, just seem interested in them. Just be interested in each other. Because if you're interested in each other, then 9 times out of 10 the date will go well. You know, get a drink, loosen up a little bit, and then you guys can eat food together, Dave and Buster's. And after that, you guys can go play games together. Now, the game part, honestly, is important for me, mainly because you can really get to know each other when you guys are like a little bit buzzed and you guys are just having fun playing games, playing Mario Kart, winning tickets, doing all this other stuff. And fellas, extra points. Try to win those tickets so you can fucking get your girl that you're out with a prize of some sort. Because I don't know any female that does not like to be won a plushie or something like that. But yeah, get her a plushie or anything like that. And really feel the vibe. Don't make it awkward or anything like that. Like, feel the person out. If you're a guy and you don't know what to do, you don't know when's the right time to kiss her or hold her hand, anything like that, you start small. You make slight physical contact while you're at the bar talking and stuff like that. Like if you laugh and touch her shoulder or something like that, slight physical contact. Let her know that you want to be close to her. Let her know that you find her physically attractive. Compliment her. Don't over compliment her. Otherwise, you're just going to be like every other thirsty person that they've ever had on Snapchat or Instagram. Be respectful. I like to make jokes a lot. Some of my jokes are like dirty, but that's just my personality. It goes over well, honestly. Humor goes over so well. Sets the mood, relaxes you, stuff like that. And then while you're at the arcade, if you're in a game where you guys can sit together or something like that, like a little like shooter type game, that gives you another chance to be closer. Sit a little close to her, stuff like that. When you're walking from game to game, see if she wants to hold your hand. That's a good sign. And check their body language and check their eyes too. If they're constantly looking at you, looking you up and down, I'm not talking about like that, damn girl, you looking good as fuck right now. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when they're just looking at you. They're looking at your body, looking at your eyes, looking at your lips, anything like that. If you ever catch somebody constantly looking at your eyes and your lips, that's a good sign that they might want to kiss you. But don't just go in for it like a freaking animal. Like, hey, you had a good time. No, that's disgusting. You don't want to do that. She might not call you back. Set the mood. If you guys are like getting closer, your hands are touching, stuff like that, maybe lean in a little bit. Me personally, I like to start off with a kiss on the cheek, honestly, because if she lets you do that, then she might let you kiss her. That's just my ways of like testing the water, stuff like that. I'm a shy person, so I kind of take it slow. I just don't go right in and do it. And then after like you want her the plushie and all this other stuff, see what she wants to do afterwards. Depending on what time it is, the night could be young. And maybe go back to her place, go back to your place, and like put on a movie or something like that. This is the perfect opportunity for you guys to get close and stuff like that. While you're picking a movie, talk about random stuff. Talk about movies. Talk about what you think is dumb about this movie, that movie. Get a chance to laugh. If you guys have drinks in your house, and make him or her a drink or something like that. Snacks too. Get some snacks out, something like that, like popcorn, anything. And then just really get to know each other. This isn't advice on dating. I'm not telling you how to hook up with people, but some people don't hook up on the first date. Some people want the date to be over after Dave and Buster's. Don't take offense to that. It doesn't mean they don't find you sexually attractive. It just means that they're just not ready right there. But if you do get them in your house, girl or guy, doesn't matter, really test out the waters and stuff like that. And as the movie's playing, maybe like put your arm around them, leaning close to them, stuff like that. And, you know, if you've already gotten the kiss at Dave & Buster's, hey, good for you. But if you haven't yet, that's the perfect opportunity to try it. And then if she kisses you, then you just take it from there and y'all do your freaky thing or whatever. And then, you know, afterwards, just lay with each other, talk to each other, stuff like that. Don't make it awkward. Even if you are terrible at sex, do not make it awkward if you want that second date. Do not make that awkward. Talk, distract it. If you distract them from your terrible performance. And fellas, don't be selfish. If you have had sex with her and the first round was terrible, make it up to her in round 2. Because I understand that first nut is gonna get you. I get it. I'm a guy too. I'll fucking admit it's gotten me so many freaking times. Make up for it in round 2. And then after that, you know, maybe him or her spend the night. You know, get her like a t-shirt, get her a sweatshirt if it's cold, anything like that. Just lay with her, stuff like that. And then you guys go to sleep. You guys wake up the next morning, fellas. It's big if you make her breakfast. Ladies love a man that can cook, honestly. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. You know, just, you know, scrambled eggs, bacon, toast, like anything she might like, pancakes. I like putting vanilla extract in my pancakes. It just makes it a lot sweeter. Especially if the woman has a sweet tooth. And pretty much after that, don't make it awkward and be like, oh yeah, we just had sex and we kissed and all that. No. Make plans for a next date. You know, not immediately, but, you know, after they leave, you know, when they get home, whatever, you know, give them time to settle in, stuff like that. Don't text them immediately, but be like, hey, I had a good time with you. You know, I like you and I'd like to try this again. I'd like to do this again sometime. That is key, honestly. You know, let them know that you had a good time with them and let them know that you'd like to see them again. It'll make them feel wanted and it'll help you get that second date. That's pretty much my thing on first dates. And again, all these are just my personal opinions and what I think works for me. Maybe it'll work for you, maybe it won't, but it's sometimes good to hear somebody else's opinion. So this is my first ever YouTube video. Thank you guys for watching, honestly. Comment below what you guys want me to talk about next in my vape talks. Like, subscribe, hit that little bell so you get notifications whenever I post. I'm going to try my best to post every single day, but, you know, military, you know, sometimes I might not get a chance. You know, they might deploy me or something like that. But, you know, as long as there's Wi-Fi or cell signal, I will try my best to upload a video every single day. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys hopefully on the next video.